Do you see green? Oh, does it hear me now? Okay. Okie dokie, that's good.
Are we audible here?
We're audible now.
Okay, we're audible now. Can people hear us now? Okay. So we had a really good 4K from Team Dreamers Hunter. So Brothers to Arms definitely want to pick up a 4K too to get the tied up round. Okay,
Yes,
so do you want to
quite
recap
the
for the match, or do we just go on to the second half? I'm not quite sure if people
I
want to
mean, we
recap
can
or
just
not.
I mean, it's only round one first half, so I don't know if people really want it. And I think most people that were here already knew what was going on. And I mean, they
Yes.
probably were just kind of like, well, we don't have a commentator, we just see the gameplay. Nonetheless, I mean, I'm sure whoever was all here, it was the Dreamer Hunter against the Brothers to Arms Survivors. Pretty well gameplay on both sides, and honestly,
Yes.
they were pretty much fighting to the end here.
Exactly. Unfortunately, they were not able to get the one escape. Really good fights, though, to get the one escape. Unfortunately, just Hunter from Dreamers was able to spot out the Scapoli at the very last second. And let's look at the picks and bans so far. We're having great keeper Enchantress bans from Team Brothers to Arms Hunter. A great rescuer getting banned over here, great keeper. They might have to go with something else. And Enchantress is a good harasser too. And they're picking forward for the rescuer. I'm surprised we're going forward in round one, knowing that there is Goatman available. And Goatman is not really the best for forward. He kind of struggles against Goatman. And this Doctor, though, countering the Goatman. So it might be, how they put this? The Doctor is protecting his farm from the Goatman pick.
I would be really surprised if they do decide go goat man. I mean, we know that Swagman and
Exactly.
Ballin for the Hunter for Brothers to Arms is pretty much a jack in the pile of cards or whatever the saying goes.
Mhm.
It basically has a
Jack of
lot
all
of like
trades.
characters to play
Mhm.
play for, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does not choose to go play Goatman here. We've also will see a Puppeteer being selected, and we did see a Mechanic and Lanternist being banned. Honestly, pretty solid bans here, with the coding and the support from the Lanternist, and
Yes.
then well Mechanic as well, and then Puppeteer just can tank those hits and
Yeah,
essentially.
it's a good, how they put this. Whenever you have a forward has a very slow decoding, and also you don't always bring tight turn with forward. You can still stun rescue on a tier and guarantee the rebounds from the survivors. And probably you can be like your secondary tide or just a tight turn to assure the good rescue going through. And Matador is also a good support here they're picking right now. Good support, good kiting abilities, and also can bring tight turner as well.
Quite surprised. This is one of the few rare Matador sightings that we see here. So he's finally let out of the cage.
Yes, like he's constantly being done by these hunters who do not want to face him at all. I know there are certain hunters who can deal with him pretty well. For example, I know Upper Singer can just catch up to him after using Moleta. She's a pretty good hunter to catch up to him after using the Moletas. And also those hunters, for example, Ivy, you cannot look at, can be pretty good in him. So I do know those, for example, those two hunters don't really struggle with him. But for example, how they put this, a queen bee can still struggle with him a little bit because he gets just so much distance that no presence queen bee cannot really just afford that distance.
Oh, I think that it seems like we'll probably see some one either an Operon or an Ivy, as we mentioned. Considering the
Mhm.
picks here that from the survivors, we could probably see at least one tide from this puppeteer, maybe two. I've seen a couple people carry tide with the Matador, um, and then
I would
probably a couple of
say
flywheels. Or
queen bee.
oh wait, actually.
It is queen bee. Okay, we're just talking about queen bee. Doctor gets countered by queen bee. Forward is a struggle. Like I put this, it's really hard to harass with forward against a queen bee. Overall, I mean, you kind of put yourself in a lot of danger trying to get a stun rescue. Even if you ball away from the queen bee, she can still chip you as you get stunned by by yourself, getting to a pallet or something like that. So you have to play it out really carefully. Also, I would say Puppeteer is hard countered by Queen Bee too, as you do have to spam your Louises so you don't go down by those chips.
Yeah, having that chip hunter against this group that is supposed to be the kind of anti-chip, but also easily, she's
Mhm.
pretty quick on those chips. Honestly, I think I remember seeing
Exactly.
him being pretty insane with those. It seems like they're gonna spawn in a straight line. I have not seen straight line
Ooh.
gaming in. Oh, nope, maybe they're just playing around. Nope, they're
Yes,
actually
they're
gonna
doing
spawn straight line.
it. I have seen it in Pro Comp before. I'm not sure what's the strategy behind it. Just like straight line game, you kind of have to. If you're not careful enough, you're going to spawn near a survivor you don't want to chase. You just have to travel. I imagine like quite a far distance to get to a different one. And let's see, look at the builds like right now. We're having board time Flow on this forward, having board time Nijik on this Doctor, we have Tide Nijik on both the Matador and the Puppeteer. Builds are correct for Queen Bee. I think Nijik's better in Flywheel, in my opinion at least, because you can still dodge those chips even without the Flywheel.
See, this is why we appreciate having what's the word? Comp proficient commentator, and then here for funs and laughs, the other one. Because I don't know what the hell I'm saying most of the time. But more likely than not, I mean, he could. Who do you think that Queen Bee should potentially go after first? I mean, I would have said Doctor, but she's all the way at the big
Yeah,
bow. I don't know if she wants to really make that
exactly.
distance. But aside from her, like the other
I think
three.
I would say Puppeteer definitely is a choice because Matter is still a pretty rough one. If you don't play yourself around the Muletas, you can get kited for quite a long time. You not only get distance from the knee-jerk, but also can get the distance from the Muletas themselves. So definitely, I think Puppeteer can just bet on how they put this shred through those puppets. As a queen bee, you can just catch up so fast with your bees. Because Travis do get to slow down whenever they're being controlled by the bees. So let's look at the second half of round one. It's Team Dreamers Survivors versus Team Brothers to Arms Hunter. Good luck to both sides. I think, yes, Team Brothers to Arms need a 4K over here just to match up the first half results. Let's hope that this Hunter can pick up the results it need.
Indeed, and it does seem like he might go after that. Nope, he might. I
It's
can't really tell who's going for. Not
red
gonna lie.
lighting a little bit. Red lighting a little bit in small boats. A great choice to try and stop the rotation of this Puppeteer. It's already getting stopped by these bees, getting so much energy over here. I think, oh, this was a misclick. I think he meant to send a chip over here. Dropping down on paper just to mind game a little bit on this pallet, having a slow down survivor. And let's see, gets the first chip over here? No, not really.
Quite unfortunate,
Ooh.
but she keeps getting basically oh, nice usage of the chip. It does hit for the 1 and 3, you know what they say, third time's a charm.
Yes.
But unfortunately he was in
Oh,
Lewis form here. Wow, really
yes.
nice timing from this puppeteer.
Has to use the second one over here just to get away from this queen bee who keeps chipping him. Unfortunately, does not hit. And he's just trying to loop around this two windows area. Doing a great kite so far. I mean, looking at the servers, they're pretty good. Has to be very careful over here. Vaulting the hunter does not get Terror Shock. Unfortunately, the queen bee does not react on time.
It already seems like the forward is coming in to help support this puppeteer too. He's already coming close by. Probably will harass a little bit.
Oh,
Man.
the fast vault saved him. Unfortunately, gets sniped over here. Great snap from this queen bee. Amazing, amazing snipe. Trying to scout this forward, and unfortunately, the forward does stun the queen bee when she drops the puppeteer. Great drop. There was so much ball used to. It's half a ball. A whole half a ball used. For single stun.
Insane bait from that queen bee.
Mm-hmm.
The puppeteer did move to a more secluded area, so the forward had less time struggling to stun, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like the forward will be doing that again quite yet. And so he will be unfortunately chaired nearby where the Matador is at.
He does have tight turn, so I might just send him in. Or did not have a tight turn, he just have Bio with BT. They did decide to go with a double tight turner strategy with this one, which I kind of agree because forward just allows you to not bring tight turner. So using Mota here to give us some distance to Puppeteer was a great rescue, only a chip injury so far on the Matador. He's doing a great kindness Shakira. Let's see who'll use the bees right now to catch up the survivor. Just try to mind game him around the Shakira. Now he's using it. Oh, he does use a chip over here! Snipe again! Great snipes from this queen bee so far.
Honestly, really well done from this queen bee. This forward is probably trying to like scare her into. Oh, she did not drop and did not see, but unfortunately that stun was not long enough for the puppeteer to be able to kite away.
He was not able to react with the Lewis, unfortunately. It was just a farm after the stun. He doesn't have much ball left, but it's still enough for another stun. Will he go for it? He's going for it! The queen bee does not react on time though. Oh, great team injury in this forward, but you're still able to kite. The Cybers are climbing. This harassment is being so good from the starter side.
really well done from that forward to get that support for the puppeteer. He will be trying to kiting around this area. I mean, he does have knee jerk. But will he be able to dodge this? Oh, we see the
No,
Lewis
great
being
move.
used.
Can he just vault this, or I don't think so. He's scared of the tear shock. He might. Oh, he gets a vault in the pallet, and before she goes down to his chip. Okay, that was a great buying time from his forward. He does not have more bull left, so she does not have to be fearing those stuns coming through later on. The stars are literally resuming to one star remaining.
It is already at over 50%, and it does seem like the Matador is already near the area to try to kite. He was not rescued a second time yet. Well, now he will be in just a moment
And
here
you're stealing it
by
for
this
time.
doctor. But he
You're
was
stealing it
not
for
cheered because of the
time.
support.
Exactly. She's selling out for time. I think they want the Matter to rescue instead, or just to sell it even further for time with the doctor over here. Can just heal up. Oh, was that a tear shock? Oh
Oh
my
my
god,
god.
the clock is vaulting that window and not having the queen bee react to it was quite huge because the Matter did not have board time. He got chipped and then hit. Oh, unfortunately, the puppeteer goes
Oh
on
my
here
god.
too. So many things happening at once, and they're not able to get a four-person endgame, unfortunately enough. It's still how
No,
they put this. It's still better than the previous team survivors because these stars are in a better position right now.
agreed. And they had a couple, I mean, they had that last cipher, and then she was inevitably
Mhm.
trying to put down that puppeteer. Unfortunately, oh,
Ooh.
unfortunate for this doctor though. She was at, the Queen Bee was managed to catch up a little bit, and just in time hit her through the window.
Yes, an overhit happened over here. Now she TPs this forward. She does have tipping point, which can help her a little bit getting those chips here and get it down faster. Let's see if she's fast enough to get the 3K over here because she definitely wants to pick it up. We're just waiting over here,
Indeed.
trying to. Oh, wait. Okay, the was just here. I think he was trying to react with Fio. Not quite sure. Just sitting a little bit on the pallet. I actually do not know. He was just the reaction speed was just not there. I'm not sure.
Oh, nice muleta usage from the Matador. I mean, he's just trying to close the distance between them and the gate. So he just went to go support the doctor to try to get her out of the gate. So this will
Yes.
be a 2 escape for the survivors of Dreamer and a 2K for the Hunter of Brothers Two Arms.
Exactly. That means that Team Dreamer is now in the point lead. They got the round one lead, the round one win with the great 4K in the previous half with from their Hunter, and that means we're having 7-2 so far in the advantage to Team Dreamer. I would say in this match, the major thing was just the support from the four was so good. The first chase I would say was on point from this Queen Bee, but the four was just able to buy so much time from the harassment.
That harassment really did waste a lot of time for her. And honestly, if she was able to get that second chair in sooner than
Mhm.
expected, then I feel like that would have also changed the game for them. A little bit more pressure, considering that they had
Exactly.
two survivors that didn't have borrowed time and the other two did.
Exactly. If she was able to spot the Matador out later on, maybe she was able to pick up a 3K or such, but the Mavor was just so good at buying time for the team that they were left the target at 75%, I believe, when the Puppeteer went down for the last time.
Indeed. We will be seeing a little bit of wait, hold on. Where did the there it is. We will see no substitutions for both teams. Both of them will stay as they are. Um, what do you think? I mean it's but yeah, what do you think that will happen now that the second round? I mean, we got the first round done and it was a win to Dreamer, as you mentioned. Um,
The bad
what do you think we'll
part,
expect?
yes,
Mhm.
like the bad part about this all is that Team Dreamer was the one banning the maps in the previous round, so now they have to pick a map for themselves, and Brothers Rams has to be careful not to have the advantage for the other team because they do have advantage of the map pick. Picking the map is just so important because you can just strategize around it, and also pick a map is more beneficial for your team.
It did seem like Brothers to Arms did ban a red church as their map. Um, Pretty understandable, I would
Mhm.
like to think. I mean, there's a lot of high walls. It might be just expecting to play a hunter that probably doesn't do well with such an area.
Yes. They definitely don't want those smaller maps too. I believe it's they want a bigger map to force it heavy rotation moves to survivors because in bigger maps you do have to travel across a longer distance as a survivor player to get the ciphers. So they might be betting on a fast chase hunter to get on those bigger maps to have a slower rotation on the survivor side. Let's think a little bit. I think Team Dream is still thinking about their map pick. They might just not want this Chinatown pick nor anything like that because it doesn't give you some advantage for the other hunter. As it is a pretty hunter-sided map, and we saw that Queen Bee's chips were just so on point, so I imagine they have a different other. You were talking about this hunter being jack of all trades, so they might be scared of other hunter picks that this hunter might have in their bag.
I do think so. I have to agree with you there. Um, it does seem like they did peak. They did pick Ever Sleepy Town as their map. So honestly, it seems like their hunter will be going again. Actually, even though he just played.
Ooh,
Oh
they're
wait, hold
confident.
on.
Wait, no.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes,
no.
yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, we're having it. Yes, it's I believe it's Team Brothers to Arms Hunter again. So we did see Team Brothers to Arms Hunter in the previous half of round one. So yes, we're having the Hunter play again.
No, it's the survivors. It's the survivors. Sorry.
Okay, never mind. You were joking around. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they're they're messing around. I only
Oh
saw
my
one
god.
me, and I was like, wait, is that a hunter or the survivor?
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just do not know when
They're
someone is
confusing us
like,
in the chat. Apologies to everybody. That was my fault. I
I'm
made the
so
call.
sorry. I'm so sorry for the blunder. I just read me in the chats. I'm like, me, that means a singular person. That's a hunter rate. That's a hunter rate. That's a hunter rate. That's like a singular person.
It's a
I'm
singular
sorry.
person, so I don't even assume it would be the hunter, but my apologies, that was my bad. There would be the
Oh,
brothers to armed survivors
oh
going
God.
after or not going after, hello. Yeah, they're gonna chase the dreamer hunter. It's gonna be the other way around now.
Yes,
So,
but like like a four harasser team comp, like just going after the hunter, like pulling up windows, like like those Sui matches and quick match, a lot of people would go through. Like as a hunter, like you have four stars
yeah,
going against you with a full harasser, like a doctor. Like they don't have doctor anymore though. Team Dreamer survivors do not have doctor anymore. So,
yeah.
I yeah.
Well,
Oh my god.
all is fair in love and war, I guess. It is a legal official tournament, so I mean, you never know what to expect in these things. Um,
Exactly.
We will be seeing the Goatman being globally banned because that was played last round from the Dreamer Hunter, and not to mention the survivors that were also globally banned will be, let me confirm, Lanternist, Escapologist, Meteorologist, and Professor. So, no more gameplay of those, unless the
Mhm.
opposite team wants to do so, the survivors.
Exactly. Let's see the picks and bans so far. We do have Team Dreamers Hunter versus Team Runners to Arm Survivors. No more mistakes. We do have this matchup right now. And we're having Archer and Airplanist Ben. So no harasser, no great harasser can apply some pressure with the lacerations. And this good rescuer too with Airplanist, getting them out of the way. They kind of remind me of like Opera Singer Ben still so far. So maybe we'll see an Opera Singer, something like that. And they're banning Queen Bee.
Pretty solid. Uh, I don't remember seeing Dreamers Hunter. I don't remember all the what they've played. It's been a couple rounds now. And I'm starting to get every hunter confused a little bit. But I will have to agree with you with the opera singer potential pick here. We do see a doctor and a matador being played by being picked by the survivors of Brothers to Arms. Pretty solid. I mean, they want to be able to get that max healing, and then matador is just an overall great harasser and pretty good sub rescuer here.
Also, they're banning Seer. The hunter's banning Seer, which is a kind of a single hit hunter ban. So not the kniving, not to sing a chip hunter. I do say there's more potential for the upper singer to come out. And they're picking Prospector, which I think is a specialist pick because Prospector is really a frequent character in round two. You usually pick him in later rounds like round three, overtime. Not really when the mate is still available and can counter him.
I honestly don't think. I think I really like to see Prospector gameplay.
Yes,
Am I?
I do too. He's just so rare right now because like he gets gone by so much of the characters in the meta. So we do have a specialist player over here of Prospector, which is pretty exciting. I want to see those good magnets coming through. And we're bringing Enchantress, no double harasser for you, not having this other harasser that's still available to be picked. to come out, and there's a wilding pick. They might have been rating this opera singer over the time, because of course these bands do make it quite obvious that it might be an opera singer, might be someone else, of course, because Q is still available and he's still really good in Never Sleeping Town.
I wouldn't be surprised if Dreamer Hunter decides to pull on something different, because honestly, we were already assuming that he was probably going to play a different hunter and last round,
Yes.
and he pulled up with the Goatman.
Good one,
Oh,
yes.
so which it worked out in his
Yeah,
favor, so good for him. Don't obviously this is
exactly.
why.
Yeah, like
But
with some confidence on the Goatman, despite all the nerfs, despite the team coming so good, a good Goatman counter too. I think the only player really, I mean, the only character, I would say so, the only character in that team comp was this Capologist, who's not really so good into Goatman, unfortunately enough, was probably like the weaker point in that team comp. But there's still a really good team comp with the Goatman, so I was really surprised. Okay, this player wants to go Goatman here. I thought it was gonna be a Queen Bee, but let's wait and see if the Hunter will be picking the character we're trying to predict, or if it's gonna be something else.
I'm excited. We will probably end up seeing a. Oh no, you were predicting correctly. Wait, I haven't
Oh,
locked it in, but oh,
you're
never mind, I
right.
did. We
They
will.
picked one of the two characters we were discussing about, which is the Qist. I mean, we know we're Sleeping Town for being one of those maps. You kind of need to plan out your cipher rotation really well against certain hunters. You need a good cipher layout in the end game against Qist too. Otherwise, you're gonna get cipher locked, and those ciphers are not getting done at all.
No, and honestly, that is really potential. Not potential. It's pretty crucial for you to be pay attention where those ciphers spawn, because, like you said, you can get cipher locked pretty easily, and then just having QS with his built-up abnormal is just annoying. Just gotta also
Mhm.
watch out for the potential kidnapping with his like ball that he uses.
Yes, the yoinking ball, what I usually
The
call it.
yoinky yoink.
The yanking. It can yank you away. You cannot get that cipher done anymore. So look at the
Mhm.
bills real quickly. We're having board time tide on both the Welling and the Matador. We're having full kite on this Doctor. We have board time knee jerk on this Prospector. So they want this Doctor to have max survivability with a full kite. I do agree on that. Although it's a QS, and Doctor doesn't really fear the QS as much as that.
I think you. I mean, probably aside from the fact that she has probably the not probably, obviously we already just confirmed it. She has a full kite build. Would you say the between all of them, do you think the Doctor and or the Matador would be the bigger counters, or not the counters, but easiest targets for the QS to go after?
I think Matter is the best target for him to go after because of his hitbox. I mean, Kiwa's hitbox known for being abnormally long, and also Matter can of course stop your speed boost, but he's still better chase than Doctor who can just heal over the time. Although she does give you presence, you will get full presence faster, it's still not as worth as that, I would say so. Like the only thing about Doctor in a Steam comp is like she can just relieve so much pressure at the end game when you're trying to pressure the ciphers and get those injuries across the map and so whatsoever. She can just relieve everything by healing all the survivors and having them at full health.
Well, I guess we'll have to see what the hunter decides to do,
Mhm.
because all these hunters are full of surprises.
Exactly.
Um,
We will get rid of the pressure, like the map pressure at the end game by choosing this doctor and risking having the full kite character take kites, which they probably want that. They would probably want the
mhm.
full kite character to take kite because full kite is just for kiting purposes. It's there for you to be able to kite for longer whatsoever. And it's just the character that's like most likely to take kite and whatsoever. They pick the full kite for that one.
It would be smart, and it seems like they will be going straight to middle first, probably just to block off that cipher and avoid the hunter from. I mean, not the hunter, the wildling from decoding it,
Yes.
and just waste a little bit of time here. But it does seem we're still trying to figure
Hmm.
out what potentially who we're going after.
We're searching for survivors, not finding anyone in this upstairs area. Looking around a little bit, trying to spot out this doctor, I think, hiding over here in this corner.
Oh, and she will be the first kite. Uh, Basically everybody pretty much rotated a little bit. The wildling is still in middle, but the doctor is going to be moving towards uh what they like to call it, the shopping street west, or fake gate here.
I just called it two windows in a palette. I'm not that
That
fancy.
works too.
I'm not that fancy with my words. Getting the first aid over here, still doctor, she can probably heal up the first time with her how they put medicine bottles. And yeah, of course, we're seeing her at full health over here. Has a blink available. Use the blink over here. She can follow. She gets here it baited out because Kiwas was just holding out to the trajectory points. I think so. don't know what to call it. We're just holding it out.
Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
She gets yoinked while she was trying to heal on the pallet. And she goes on
Oh,
over
I didn't even
here.
notice that. Oh my god.
Yeah, good trick from the skewist, yoinking the doctor as he was in the trajectory. It's a good trick, I would say so, to get faster down this doctor. She was not expecting it at all.
Neither was I. But it was really good usage from this Q. Is I we gotta be
Exactly.
wary of that in rank now. He's gonna seem like he's gonna try to block. Oh, he already did block off the Wildling Cipher here, trying to lower that percentile. It does seem like we have one that at the corner house there, about to pop from the Matador. Oh my god, words are hard.
And Wilding gets a rescue over here. Very safe rescue before help too. Not getting double down over here. Yes, not getting double down, going to those pallets and having Doctor go to the most dangerous zone. Let's see if she can rebound for a little bit, because she does rebound Tide Turner. She's able to heal again. Mother is here to try and support. No, it's Prospector. Oh, he gets hit to the pallet. Oh, I thought it was a matter to try and support this doctor, but never mind. It's just a harasser coming here to try and support the doctor. She's now able to heal up because Tide Turner has run out. Let's see what the Prospector can do. And unfortunately, Doctor goes down. Oh no.
That is quite unfortunate, but the Prospector will start harassing and just being like annoying overall. Ooh. Okay,
It is to be reminded, the Prospector got nerfed right now with these stuns. They just don't last anything at all when there's a survivor nearby. His resistance has gotten so much weaker, and he might be going down over here with the yoinking ball. He gets yoinked and he goes down. Does Doctor heal up on time? I don't think so.
No. She does not, unfortunately.
I feel like there was a premature harassment from his Prospector. Harassing with the Sarah has Tide Turner. Of course, it's doable with whenever it's a doctor, because you're betting her to kite out the Tide Turner and helping her with that. But taking an injury over there, trying to drop a pallet for her was probably not the plan over there. I think you definitely do not want to take that injury. Oh, he heals up on time before the QS can realize that, and runs away to a cipher, I believe, because they do have to get some decoding on.
Yep, they still have 3 ciphers remaining. There is 2 that have progress on them, but it's just kind of crucial to get more progress. That I mean, the doctor did get our insta hit. Quite unfortunate because she was not able to heal up and do utilize her persona as much as she wanted here, and she was not able to last long enough to get enough ciphers popped. Dungeon was located on middle, so now the hunter will probably keep a note of that, and they will be well, he will be using his ability to basically abnormal the cipher a little bit lower than it already is.
Yes, in middle. The middles have not been popped so far. It's really dangerous for these survivors because middle cipher is just is so crucial to get the pop before the QS can do endgame pressure. They do decide to heal up with the Wildling. I do think it's a good choice because he does get speed stacks when he has extra injuries across the board, and they definitely need to kite out the blink plus the yoinking balls that are coming through.
He's just been really strong with just utilizing his abilities here and being unpredictable. I mean, no one knows what's going on anymore.
Yes, they have to be careful not get caught off guard. Wildling does get on board prematurely, which I do agree with because the blink is available right now, and you don't want to take the extra hit without getting on board on time.
It does seem like they had started a new cipher.
They're doing actually good rotation so far. The ciphers are catching up really fast. Like, I mean, the only slow decoder over here in this team comp is the Wildling has been all in and off the cipher. Everyone else has been able to decode, I believe. And now gets yoinked! Oh no. The board's on cooldown, so he might be going down with the blink.
Yep, as you predicted it pretty well. He does go down to the blink, quite unfortunate, and he will be chaired right where right outside of the other cipher that needs to be worked on here on the island, or also known as the main entrance area. And unfortunately, also the Prospector is working on the cipher that's kind of nearby it there by the fake gate over. So kind of forcing that Matador also just to come in prematurely for that rescue. She'll try to stall as much as he can, but I mean, to avoid much harassment happening from the hunter, they rescue.
Yeah, they just have to rescue over here. He does have 2 Moletas available, so he might be able to cut this out. Yes, Russian just canceling the speed was from this QS with the Moleta over here. He might be going down with the Charadak though, because QS hitbox from Impulsive is so big.
Dude, I mean, but honestly, it makes sense after he uses his ability with getting out of ball form.
Exactly, just he's really hard to get away from him. He did use the Moleta and everything properly, but just Impulse is just a really good trait on QS, and you go down from that. You just there's nothing you really can do over there.
Nope. He's gonna go over to this wildling here to try to stall more decoding happening,
Oh,
and probably just to down him. I mean, he is half health, so potentially this prospector will end up getting a free rescue.
yeah, it's the boar still on cooldown, so he does get yanked over here, and he goes down again. He's a second chair for this wilding. He's not the on chair, of course. They miss a one cipher. They have two one ciphers, 58%, another 57%. Let's see if they can pop one of them. One of them is a middle cipher, which is a very detrimental for these survivors. And they kind of cipher locked. Look at this cipher positions. They're really cipher locked.
Quite unfortunately, yeah, it's just really going to be really hard for them to try to get any work on any ciphers done because I mean, Wildling was kiting around the area where the other cipher with more progress has been, and then obviously middle cipher wasn't popped. It's very always crucial to get middle cipher popped as one of the first ones actually.
They might try to heal up right now or just pressure the cipher, try and get it done. Because, it's a Palestine over here! Amazing Palestine with Matador! I think he was overextending his hitbox, he thought that it would hit, but unfortunately he did get Palestine. Doing a great job. I think they're healing up instead. Yeah, they're healing up instead because they do have to rescue this Matador, who is on his second chair, I believe.
No, this is his first chair. Wait, no, second chair.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the red highlight behind his name.
Okay, so they healed up, then they're having the Prospector decode the cipher. Will he be able to pop that on time? He does have very fast decoding with auxiliary decoding as well, and he does have magnets. He does not have Filo to try and help him out. Does he pop this? He pops it, but he has yoinked! As soon as he does so, he does not have the bubble. Oh, he does have a bubble, never mind, he does have the bubble. Oh, amazing bubble from his Prospector to get Cypher done, and I don't think Q was expecting either because it doesn't show in your profile icon in at least a match replay. Not sure if it shows for the Hunter.
No, it doesn't really show for the Hunter, so it's quite unexpected for the Hunter that the Prospector had the bubble, but he uses the blink to down his Matador right at the gate.
Quite detrimental for them to get the blink so fast into here. They won't just have the board in trying to get to the gate on time. It's just a speed of time. Like, let's see if he gets the gate on time and the QS can catch him off guard. I do think it's a tie. I do think it's a tie.
He's already at the gate, so this is definitely a 2 escape for the Survivors of Brothers to Arms and a 2K for the Hunter of Dreamer. Wow,
amazing fight. Amazing.
It was such a great fight for the teams here. Good comeback, honestly. From that 4K to that tie. Trying to avoid getting eliminated here.
They just showed how strong they are, just not relying. I mean, these got Cypherlock, they still got to escape. Even though they were Cypherlock, just managed their decoding so well. The healing too. Knew when to heal, they knew when not to heal, just try to pressure the Cyphers instead. And I think they have done it perfectly. Just how they put this, QS was doing amazing at the beginning of the game. Just were able to catch up and have the kites be long enough. Also, Wilding was so good. I would say Wilding's like a soft counter to QS because you have a rechargeable item. Whenever he tries to chase you, just get on the board in time and sell it so much time for those survivors to either heal up or just to get ciphers done instead. And either has switch charge from you or wait out for the board to run out. Just it's a choice QS has to do, and just how to put this? Well, just soft counter. I generally do think it's a soft counter to him.
I mean, we've pretty much seen it here, how well utilized the board was being here, and how just well he went against this QS. So I'm gonna have to. I mean, I keep agreeing with you, but you pretty much have everything nailed down to like with your very good explanations. Because otherwise, I said it on my words.
Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, so we do need a how they put this a win from this hunter, because Team Dreamer does have a round one from a previous round we had in round one. Again, we can just recall the first round we had a 7-2 from Team Dreamer's 4K. How they put this the hunter with a really good 4K with the Goatman, and it put him in the lead. So definitely Team Brothers to Arms now wants to get either a 4K or a 3K. A 4K of course would be more how they put this put them in a better advantage, like we have them tied up overall, because Team Dreamer Stars did tie up the round, like how they put this, they tied up their health, and it same happened to Team Brothers to Arms Survivors in this first half of round 2, so they might be able to get to tie over here. It just wanted to speak up a 4K, so definitely want to do that.
Yeah, very much at least uh a two no yeah a 3K to get the round
Mhm.
win. It'll be better for
Yes,
them.
exactly.
Yeah, to get to round three. We will see a
Mm.
Queen Bee being globally banned because of course we already saw the Hunter for Brothers
Mhm.
to Arms playing Queen Bee, and not to mention we also see the Matador, Puppeteer, Doctor, and Forward being globally banned as well for those who just recently joined us because the survivors of Dreamer also played those last round.
They got a really good tie with those characters against the Queen Bee. I would say the forward harassment just so stellar and just on point. We were very surprised over the harassment being so good because the forward is just known for being a really rough character to go against Queen Bee, and they're just able to use him on the best abilities. I would say so. It was a really good pick on round one. I'm so surprised to see a forward in round one because he does get count for example, Goatman, Queen Bee, how do you put this? Ivy too. He does get counted by a lot of those meta characters right now on the top, and he only really works in round three. But these survivors were able to make him work. Doesn't matter the hunter, doesn't matter the how do you put this, the hardships. They still make him work and got a really good tie. And let's see if this hunter can pick up the 4K or not. I do pray that they get the round win so we have like how to put this, a more fired up round three. Like whenever the teams are just tied up in rounds, and round three is either decided by like either tying things around, like they either have to tie things around or get the round win from one side or the other. It's just so much fun to see that, like seeing like a very close, how to put this, a very close fight later on.
I would love to see it, honestly. And this is it. This
Hmm.
is our only matchup of today, so it would be nice to elongate
Yes.
it a little bit. So it's only a matter of time if the other teams would like to match that energy and also would like to just have a little bit of
Hmm.
fun as well. Oh, I'm sure, or hopefully they're already having playing in the tournament,
Yes.
but just to see a little bit longer. I mean, we don't want to be gone too soon.
Exactly. I hope everyone's having fun playing and also watching this matchup. We're gonna go ahead to the picks and bends. We have again Team Brothers to Arms Hunter versus Team Dreamer Survivors. This one definitely needs to pick up either 3K or 4K to get a round win.
Indeed. We do see antiquarian being selected and a mechanic to be banned by this hunter. Pretty solid. I mean, we do not want to see the antiquarian harassment and also the mechanic the mechanic support with her doll, whether that be decoding or body blocking, is just pretty prominent for the hunter, especially if they don't want any cipher rush. We also see a Mad Eyes ban.
That
I
is.
didn't Oh,
Oh
how
my
many
god.
Mad Eyes players do we have? I know we have at least four. I
We
forgot the
do.
Swag Molly Ballern was one of them.
I did not know this Hunter played Mad Eyes, but a surprise Mad Eyes pick definitely, how do you put this, would extend the matchup like we wanted, but these stars do not want to extend it like that. They're just getting Mad Eyes out of the way. Maybe they already know this Hunter has a sacred Mad Eyes, which I was really weird. Did not know that Hunter has like a really good Mad Eyes. And also, Recipe Town is known for being one of the, I think, it's the best Mad Eyes map. So not really wanted to face that, just banning him out and picking Archer and Perfumer for the first two star picks. Archer is known for being, again, a great harasser, great kiter, putting some acceleration on the hunter to apply some pressure, and Perfumer is known for being a very tanky character. You can either get rescues or kite out the hunters pretty well. Although she's a present farming survivor, she's still pretty good at kiting and just overall rescuing.
We also saw a journalist pick. We don't really see those very often. Like, has a really good doofy to be able to back up the rescue in case she does not make it, and as well as if you hit any of those doofies, well, she gets a speed boost. So that's a pretty interesting character, but nonetheless also pretty just good as support. We do also see the Lanternist and CRB band, which is quite unfortunate for any Seer fans out there. Lantern is just a really good supporter overall. She can hide decoding. She can delay chair timers, and not to mention the seer. I mean, he's an old character, but still we love him. He has an owl that he spawns with, and potentially after like a certain amount of time, he gets it back, and then can basically take a free hit if timed
Exactly.
correctly.
Can also send a body box across the map, which is a very strong ability, and not all hunters, especially singlet hunters, want to face that. So it kind of just reminds me of a singlet hunter so far, and choosing lucky guy for the last pick, which is Jack of all trades, known for being a survivor, can just adapt to any situation, get any other item, and now with the new persona buffs, you can just open one item while kiting out, or just with the tide turner, you can just open the chest really quickly and get an item for a second kite.
I mean, it'd probably be easier if you get the lucky guy as a first kite, or or just try to bait out any gun. It's just he's
Yes.
come up pretty recently in like not meta, but like definitely been more popular picks within
Yes,
the last few years with all the adjustments that have been
exactly.
made.
Yeah, it has been how to put it, he got buffed, he got nerfed again, and now he has gotten softly buffed by the Persona Web buffs too. So I would just say he's getting back in the meta again. He was like out for a little bit on the summer season, like on the summer season pro tournaments, because how they put this, they nerfed him, the nerfs from him opening chests were still there, and now with the Persona Web buffs, we're probably gonna see getting more played, not only in community tournaments but also in pro tournaments. And we're seeing Opera Singer against these survivors. I mean, the bands kind of tell it with the Seer band, Lanternus band, kinda. I mean, Opera Singer is still with Lanternus pretty well, but the support can be still pretty annoying, so I understand the ban. And mechanics, how they put the Cypher's character, a body blocker, and for any other hunter, I think she's just a hard character to face for any hunter at all. And this team comp, how to put this? It's still pretty good team comp for opera singer. Of course, journalists will have a hard time with reacting this very fast dashes. She might get baited with the dashes and such. She has to be very careful not get chased over here. She might be the first chase too, so should be very careful.
For the builds, we do see a lucky guy with the full kite build. Actually, no, we see lucky guy and the archer with the full kite. So knee jerk and blah blah. What's the name? Flywheel. Knee jerk and flywheel, and then we will see also the perfumer and the journalist with double tide and borrowed time.
I like these spawns because they're protecting the journalist, which, as I was already talking about, she's pretty hard to react to opera singer, which is a very fast hunter. So definitely trying to protect her a little bit in the corner house might be a good idea. And I do know the perfumer has a how to put a side turner as well, and she might not be wanting to take this kite. They want definitely the either lucky guy or the archer to take the kite with the full kites, which can help them extend the kite for so much longer. But at the same time, looking at the spawn, she might just go for the perfumer because she's in an easier position to get chased, and also Opera Singer just catch up after the body block pretty fast.
And I mean, not to mention also, she can just pretty much farm any presence here if she
Mm,
wishes to, or she can just try to bait out the perfume before anything. It's just a matter of how this opera
exactly.
wants to play.
Like how do I put this? The weakest character is definitely journalist, but she's in a pretty good spawn and rough spawn for Opera Singer Chase. In So I definitely either a perfumer or a journalist. Let's see what the hunter's choice will be doing. If he wants to, I mean, how to put this? If the hunter does want to get rid of harassment, we might see the archer getting a kite. But it's hard to say. It's really hard to say because she does get a person does get countered by archer completely.
Yeah, I was quite surprised that was not one of the first bans, but maybe they were anticipating to ban
Mhm.
her later.
Exactly. Oh, great opera singer from Zeta Division over here. I love the skin so I love the skin so much. It's a cool 8 winners one. Let's see. Is she's going for perfumer, I think?
Yep, she's on the
Yes, she's
trail
going
and
for
she's already
perfumer.
headed over to the perfumer, who's already transitioning out of the middle area and probably potentially going to graveyard. Maybe not. I mean, the
Oh
lucky guy is
no!
currently opening the chest there.
Oh no, first hit is so early into the game. I think she messed up the perfume. She probably didn't think, I mean, she didn't mess up the perfume. She probably didn't think she would get hit through that pallet, not really able to to use this perfume over so far. Trying to do some mind games over here with the perfume. She goes back over here, but is she able to get on the pallet in time? I don't think so. It's such an
Oh,
early
oh my
down.
god.
This is literally what the hunter needs because they're in a point loss so far.
This is such an unfortunate situation for these
Right.
survivors. I mean, the ciphers are barely at 45, and then I mean, there's only two out of three ciphers being worked on because I mean, lucky guy was trying to get some items for himself because I
Mhm.
mean, he's a lucky guy. He needs something. But he will be going in
Exactly.
for this rescue instead of this
Oh,
journalist. I mean, he's already here.
baiting out the perfume. Unfortunately, this perfume doesn't really do anything. He does have a gun to try and help this perfumer rebound, which you can already use over here. Yes, we're seeing the gun over here. And I think some stun reduction was triggered. Yes, there was some stun reduction getting triggered. So the stun is not as fast, not as, how to put it, it's not as big as that. And perfume gets some distance. She's not able to get as much distance as that because she does not have knee jerk nor anything like to help her kite. Oh,
Quite
going back.
unfortunate.
Able to take the ball in time? She is not. Wait,
Oh,
wait, she was able to! Despite dropping the pallet on the wrong side, she was still able to kite it out. I'm very surprised. That person
I'm
unfortunately missed
gonna.
up the dash over here, so she has to either wait it out this perfume or just try to mind game it a little bit, and she does try to, she does break this powder right here. And there's Archer here to support this perfumer.
Really nice
Amazing
laceration
thoughts.
from, yeah, like I say, really nice Archer laceration here, and instantly, ooh, and nice body block.
They're doing so good at supporting this perfumer. Despite the very short kite, they're just doing amazing at trying to help her rebound. And another good core shot. These archers has been on point. Oh, I think we're seeing some lag. We're seeing some lag. They're lagged out for a little bit, but you should be fine. Should be fine. They're not calling for a pause. So, oh wait, dropping the pallet on the wrong side. Unfortunately, the opportunity is way too fast, and she does fly above this pallet.
She will probably, but she's gonna try to go for this double down here. I mean, she really needs at least a 3K here to try to avoid going into round 3, which is a little bit of pressure. Well, not a little bit, just a lot of pressure. And insta 100 stun from the Archer again. Oh my god.
Another core shot. I think how do you put this? Every single shot from this Archer has been a core shot, which is so impressive. Servers have been catching up, of course, looking like you know how the servers were at the first kite, and now they're just so good, just so impressive.
They're pretty much catching up. I mean, they only need to start one more cipher. Another cipher's already at 60, and she's probably just trying to figure out where all the survivors are at this point, aside from 2 that are already healing up.
I mean, the second tier is over here. And there's only just like 2 ciphers remaining. Perfumer does get hit over here, unfortunately, through the Doofy. And Perfumer is not able to rebound. Yeah, there's no more items on the Archer. So she's probably not gonna harass nor anything. I mean, she doesn't have anything. Lucky Eyes also doesn't have anything. They might want to, reset over here. Yeah, they're resetting over here with Archer and Lucky Guy, to just kite it out with the full health.
Trying to stall as much time for her team and try to die in the corners away from everybody else, which is pretty smart from this perfumer and pretty common tactic. But nonetheless, the reset's gonna happen. They're gonna try to decode a new cipher. Middle was abnormal, so they basically have 2 new ciphers to have to work on.
Lucky has opened a chest really quickly right now and got the pocket watch, which is a really strong item. He probably wished for that, I would say so.
100%. I mean, it gives the hunter the, oh my word, it gives hunter the illusion of where you are and not where you're currently at, if that makes sense.
There's someone hiding over here in this 2 pallets area. The upper tier is not so weird, so they might be able to get away with it. Yeah, they're just they're hiding over there now, getting back on the cipher, which I think was a 65% one, so they're really able to pop that. And so they're just catching up so fast. Almost trait is up, I think. Yeah, there's almost a trait up. And again, she did have a normal, which was used even, and the service is still so good.
It does unfortunately leave them in the same cipher lock position as the last half, because they're both, all the ciphers that are left are the ones that are the 2 in middle and the one at the side entrance where the journalist is kiting out of.
Is she able to body block this with the Doofy? Or is the upper is able to manipulate her hitbox and our journalist gets hit over here? Which is pretty detrimental for the survivors, who probably want her to be at full health. So the Doofy. They're just cipher rushing the middle cipher, just double rushing it.
Yep.
Person realized that and she's trying to pressure it a little bit. They don't have board time, they have to be very, very careful with not getting downed way too fast.
Otherwise, they're gonna have to pop that cipher soon. But again, the 2 ciphers that are being worked on are the middle one and the one on the way at the side entrance. My bad, I called that main entrance before. But the one at the side entrance here, which are pretty close in distance and not really a big issue for this opera singer. I mean, she could switch traits to a warp if that really was. She does have trump card, but she's gonna still carry this abnormal, which will pretty much hinder their ability to decode here.
Exactly. Abnormal just has a stronger ability to stop the cipher rush, and Dolby unfortunately messed up the mind game over here, and he does get hit. They might be wanting to heal up with the Archer. With the journalist and the Archer. I'm not quite sure if they're doing that though. They're just focusing on cipher rushing. I think a person is betting on getting the faster down on this Lucky Guy. He does get the he messes up the mind game over here on this pallet, and he does go down. I think there's time for a tier and then a TP. They have 3 ciphers with great progress though. There's not really as much as possibility to map pressure.
No, because they could just easily move to a whole new cipher, and it's not really new because it already has work on it. That cipher is close to Prime though, so they probably the journalist is the one on it. So I mean, if she really wants to, she would probably have to stay here on the chair because I mean, the one that's
Oh, they just
oh
popped. Oh yeah, I do think
yeah,
they're betting on the one out because they're still having a point lead, and they want to either get how do you put this, the tied round in round three, or I mean Upper Sing has Shadow back dance right now, otherwise she's gonna get the rescue on the lucky guy. Ooh, wait, yeah, she's just
ooh,
committing to the journalist, so the rescue will be going through, and of course she does not use Luffy over here. She goes down prematurely. This is a dangerous position
quite
for the survivors.
quite unfortunate. She will be switching to teleport.
Oh,
Yes.
EP. They're both
Oh,
over
but she
here,
does.
so nobody can go for the journalist as fast as that. Although she's a journalist, so she does have extended share time. I don't think it's gonna be far home, of course, but if Lucky Guy is kite out for long enough, he might. Oh, never mind. Opportunity is aware, and she's trying to cut off the archer from the rescue. Let's see if she's fast enough. Of course, she. I mean, Summer Singer, so I do think she can get there on time. I don't think the archer can get the rescue off. I don't
She
think
also
it's
doesn't have
possible.
any items, so and this
Yes.
hunter does have detention, so it's really they really just need to try to strive for this two person
Oh,
out.
great follow. Amazing follow. Yeah, look, you guys just pushing the gate. They are aware. They're aware to want to escape. They're just pushing for that, and they're gonna give the round win to Team Brothers to Arms, which is makes us have the how to put this a round three I was expecting for having two teams the round wins. Great round win so far from the Super Singer, and really good 3K. I would say a very stable 3K. I think the first guy was just so short, and they were able to support so much to get the first guy not to bother with the result at the end.
Wow. What a comeback from Brothers to Arms.
Amazing. Amazing from both sides. I mean, Opera Singer was able to get such a fast down at the beginning, but they were just fighting so hard to not let bother themselves. I would say, how do I put this? It was a very close round, like a very close, how do I put this? A very close health instead. Like it was a very close health. Both were fighting for it, like they were fighting for the results. Opposite knew, okay, I need the round win. I either need a 3K or 4K. A 3K is fine. You can still get a round win. Of course, it's not the tied up rounds. I mean, the tied up rounds, of course, you wanted. The points are still ahead on Team Dreamer side. And it can be pretty rough in round three because they only need to go for ties to get the overall set win.
Congratulations, because again, now they're pretty much tied in rounds, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Um, so currently the points sit at, if I do the math correctly, it's 10-7 in favor of Dreamer. Dreamer 10, beat Brothers to Arms
Mm-hmm.
7. Um, man, maybe we will see. I mean, they really did end up going head to head for that third round.
Exactly.
I mean, now it's anybody's game for real. I mean, sure, there's a little bit of a point lead, but it's not as big as it was after when the second round started.
Exactly. Having a round win is so much more important. It doesn't matter the points because if you do get the round three win, you will be winning the whole set instead of having a tie over here. The 3K was just so important and so valuable from this hunter from Team Brothers to Arms.
He really said no. We're going to round three. There's
Exactly.
no one is going to be. We're not gonna just go down without a fight. So I'm
Exactly.
I'm amazed.
We going to round three with a round win. Amazing job. I mean, that first round was just so perfectly done, I would say so. And that support was beautiful. Archer getting three core shots on one, not two, but three core shots. It was a beautiful Archer gameplay. And overall, I would say the Archer just doing so well. Just supported the perfumer. Okay, first guy did not go well. Doesn't matter. We can still fight. We can still get the one escape, which is literally what we saw in this second half.
Yeah. Um.
Mhm. Okay, so let's see if they want any subs, if they want what they will want for the map too. I do think a smaller map might be more advantageous for a round three setting or Darkwoods. Oh, they're banning Darkwoods, never
The
mind.
band
Team Dreamer is banning Darkwoods. Never
Darn, no
mind.
Darkwoods gameplay. I feel like we keep
Um,
forgetting that Darkwoods is a rank map that we can play competitively on.
yes. That's pretty unfortunate because I mean Darkwoods has a lot of strategy behind it. I know some survivors don't like facing hunters and deer because how do you put this? Waxard is really strong in there, and there's a lot of Waxard players in the server, so it can be pretty scary.
Yeah, but they did seem like Brothers to Arms picked Chinatown no matter what. So,
Hmm.
I mean, if anybody's anticipating a wax artist, I mean, you still could do it.
Yeah, the one character I personally I don't like seeing him, but whatever you need to pick, you will pick. Like for you to get results, doesn't matter if you like the character. It doesn't like if the character is I don't know like problematic or whatever. You just play the character because he's strong and because he can get the results. Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Really easy to play.
Personal
It
bias do
really,
not matter.
yeah,
They do not
yeah.
matter. You play whatever you need to play. I
I will
usually
have to agree
don't
with you.
don't mind anything.
No, I agree with you there. When it comes to gameplay, honestly, it comes gameplay before the storyline. I mean, you can't really
Exactly.
do anything. It's different if you're trying to pick a skin that is clearly problematic.
Yes.
That one cowboy
Yes.
skin. Um,
Yes.
it's
Also, you know
um,
the hermit one, the A tier, the only tier he has in
ooh,
gacha
yeah. Oh,
is
that one. I
absolutely
don't. I completely like. I completely forgot about it because I don't see it
yeah.
ever.
I see it sometimes, and I'm like, I'm questioning. Do you not have any other skin? Do you not? Will you not rather wear default? Like for example, me, I'm a huge hermit fan, and I do not own it. I just I got really lucky with my Mary Spheres. I never got it in Mary Sphere. I was not playing that season, and I never got it from Mary Sphere. I'm happy. Like my account is saved.
I have all the skins except that one for Herbert, so I'm okay.
So good.
Honestly, every time I go check, I'm like, oh, why don't I have all the collected label? Oh, right, because one of the skins are literally
Yes,
sucks. So,
literally.
but again, the skins are a whole different matter. As long as the
Yeah.
character storyline, we can't really control anything about it. If that's just the character.
Exactly. Just like this
It was
small monologue within each other. Like skins are definitely something you can choose and you can pick, but characters are yeah, whatever gets you a result, you can play it. Like you just
whatever
play
gives
it.
you the win. Yeah,
Exactly. You just play it. Like it doesn't
wins
matter
before
if it's a
skins,
strong
guys.
character, you just play it. Yeah, exactly.
Wins before
Exactly.
skins.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we seems
Okay,
like we got
so
some score resorts, uh matchup results for this half and essentially the whole matchup. If the Hunter for Dreamer scores a 4K, it will just grant them the automatic win because of the point difference here. Even though it's not super great, it would not allow for Brothers to Arms to catch up even then because Dreamer is starting first,
hmm
which is
so we
still a
have
lot of
been
pressure to them.
seeing exactly. We're having Team Dreamer on the Hunter side and Team Brothers to Arms Survivors on the Survivor side. And it's Chinatown, which is Team Brothers to Arms pick. I do think they have a strategy behind it. They probably want to give some more advantage to their hunter, who did seem to be doing pretty well in the ever sipping town, which is how they put this a balanced map between survivors and the hunters. But if one of the sides does like a really good play, which is getting a really fast down on the perfumer, it can get a good result from one of those sides.
Agreed. Literally, it just seems like that's one of his biggest niches, if that's
Mm-hmm.
the right word to say. Just a quick reminder to all our viewers here: the global bans are QS and Goatman for the Hunter here, Hunter for Dreamer, and the global bans for the survivors are Lanternist, Escapologist, Meteorologist. Can we stop having characters with ologist at the end? Professor, Doctor, Prospector, Wildling, and Matador.
Okay, so heading off to picks and bends. So far, we're having an archer and a mechanic bend. Again, we saw Archer doing amazing core shots in the previous half, and we just know she has so much pressure on the hunter with the lacerations. Definitely getting her out of the way right now. And having mechanic in your team can get so much decoding done, or just a four body like four hits on a survivor can be pretty detrimental for getting it down faster enough for you to get the results you need. And banning the Queen Bee and Smiley Face. Smiley Face is how do I put this? A Chinatown specialist character. You don't want to face him in Chinatown at all. He's very, very strong in here. Any other map, he kind of is doable to face against, but in Chinatown, just so strong. And Queen Bee, we know she's on top of the meta. Good camper, good chase, and good map pressure. You don't want to face her in such a later round.
Yeah, quite literally summarized that perfectly. We do see a first officer and a seer being picked from the survivor side. First officer, pretty solid rescuer for the survivor team, and just pretty overall pretty well with those pocket watches. And the seer, I mean, we've mentioned it a little bit before. He has an owl that he basically spawns with. He can body block from a distance. He can body block himself. He can just farm those owls as long as he's looking at the hunter. But um, it's just now we just have to make sure that the hunter isn't something that counters the seer because he's pretty fragile here a little bit.
Yes. Banning Puppeteer, which is a very tanky character. I mean, you don't want to face all those Lewises if you're not playing a Tip Hunter. But which makes me think it might be Ivy. I mean, looking at the bans, looking at the survivors. Although Archer is not really an Ivy counter, like looking at the rest, not being Seer, and banning Puppeteer, you might be either not wanting to chase a Puppeteer as a Tip Hunter, or not wanting just rescues. I mean, you can get rescues for free from Tip Hunters. Their camp doesn't really matter. So maybe just either Tip Hunter or Ivy. And picking so far Coordinator for the third pick. Coordinator is a good sub rescuer, a good kiter. I do think she's a pretty strong character in round 3 too. So picking her is a pretty good advantage for the team.
We'll probably end up having her carry like a broken windows or a
Mm-hmm.
flywheel with tide, or maybe she'll have also a sub tide and also just have no borrow time. We will never know. But we do see a lucky guy being banned here from the hunter side. Pretty solid. I mean, we see what he can do.
Circle
We
flow
see also
trades.
yeah, that new trade is like insane and nonetheless, but we do get a new support. We get the not a new support. He's not new, but he is definitely a support character. We got a postman in the survivors side.
Postman in round 3. We do see these niche characters coming out in round 3 a lot, and overtime too. So having a postman here, they probably just betting on the support. I don't think they had lanterns available anymore, do they? I don't think they did, right?
No,
Oh,
they
they
already used her.
didn't. Yeah, that makes sense then, because lantern is how they put this. I always say it's a power crap postman. So if you don't have
Mhm.
lanterness, you might just want the goal support from the postman instead. It makes sense picking postman when lantern is already goal banned. And I do think they can do well with the steam comp so far. It's a pretty strong one.
I'll have to agree with you there. One of the survivors builds is called I Shoot Wall. I'm gonna cry. But literally, me too. I think I'm gonna have to agree with you with the potential Ivy pick. I mean, we only have like a couple. Oh no, opera singer. Never
Oh,
mind. You know
opera
what?
singer.
I won't jinx
Never
anything.
mind. Never mind. We
That-
just like I do think it's a pretty good team comp to counter opera singer, but still nonetheless Chinatown, and she's known for having I think it's their best map because there's not as many places to kite in. The kiting areas are so spaced out that you have to travel either a very long distance to get to them, and if you don't have neither nor a strong item, you might get hit throughout the transition. And Opera Singer is known for being a speed demon and can catch up to you so fast. That's why I do say it's her best map, in my opinion, at least. And knowing that Opera Singer pick is understandable, although there's a seer, that means she does not really fearing the owl nor anything like that. But I will say Seer is a very strong character to counter Opera Singer because of all those 3 hits. You can deposit a block for someone of him across the map with Owl and can do pretty well.
Honestly, yeah, that's probably. But she must be confident, especially to not have that
Mhm,
ban that seer, unless that was going to be a ban in the future. We just will never know because it never happened. Nonetheless, though,
mhm.
we will see the postman here with a knee jerk tied. We will see the coordinator with a knee jerk and no, not knee jerk tied. Postman has knee jerk borrow tied. Coordinator has knee jerk tied. The first officer has tied and borrowed time, and last but not least, we will also see the seer with knee jerk and borrow time. So they pretty much
Yes.
were. I feel like they were anticipating this opera to come out.
Yes, they're definitely anticipating because of all the knee-jerks they have in. They probably are aware this hunters have a very good upper singer, and also it's Chinatown. Again, I was talking about how upper singer is so strong in here, so they were just anticipating it. They probably didn't think, okay, the hunter wants to play Ivy because of how her nerfs. Also, the team comp, I think the only character that's really weak to Ivy in the team comp is the Seer, and probably just playing Ivy after all the nerfs, after having like Ostracons running out faster, might be just, how to put this, a lot riskier than playing Opera Singer, who's known for being so consistent in this map.
Well, we'll just
Okay,
have to wait
so,
and see.
yep.
This is round 3, first half. The Dreamer Hunter versus the survivors of Brothers to Arms. We'll get right into it in just a few seconds.
Yep, we're gonna have the first half of round 3. I do think the Super Singer might chase the Postman, who is known for being, like, how to put this, a weaker character, although he does have the needler to be used. And also, extra speed boost you can get from those letters. already rotating away from this upper singer through middle. And she's cutting out the area. Not going for the seer, just heading off this postman straight ahead. Just trying to catch up to him, dashing and dashing. It's a pretty fast upper singer. I can just tell that's a really good MS. Oh my god, she's zooming.
She's already there. She was able to catch up no matter what, even though he made a lot of distance between where he spawned and just basically circle around towards the restaurant area here. Really early hit, but the ciphers are just a little bit under 25% or a little bit over. Postman is going to try to use his best.
Red lighting. Yeah, trying to do some red lighting over here in the hotel area. She did back shadow dance back for that, and she missed up a dash over here. Unfortunately enough, that'd be what stops her from Oh, great dog, amazing dog actually. Oh my god, I was not expecting that.
I was not expecting that, but it was really well call and premature usage of the dog from the postman here. We do have the seer already spectating. Nice owl from the seer. They really want this postman to last a little bit longer. Just ciphers are a little bit over 60% or just a little bit under.
I love the way they went for because how they put this? The postman dropped the pallet, got the speed boost after the owl after he got hit through the owl. That was amazing actually to get the speed boost from the pallet to get away from the upper singer. I'm like sorry for cutting you off. I love that.
Oh, it's okay.
Like,
it was okay. That was anti-terror shock gameplay here.
Yeah, also getting like a speed boost from a pallet was just so good.
Unfortunate for this postman, he did miss his dog and he will be going down here, but does fret not because these ciphers are pretty much 90 and primed and will be popped here in just a moment. We will have the first offers are coming for the rescue potentially.
I do think so. I mean, they are not aware yet, but she does have excitement, which can be put a stop on this coordinator's rescue abilities afterwards. Oh no! There's a trade on the seer. There's a trade, and she does get an injury in him. Let's see if we can get a free rescue with this first officer, which I don't think is gonna be the case. Will it be? Will she get a quick hit on this first officer? She isn't. She isn't.
I thought he was gonna throw his dog. Quite unfortunate from this postman though. He did get hit pretty early, but that just allows him to transition away a little bit from that area because the seer is gonna decode that 100% cipher, the one that always just spawns in that little middle area between the butcher and the restaurant.
There's a dog just to slow her down while picking up this postman. I love this micromanagement. These guys really know what they're doing when it comes to micromanagement. Like earlier with the owl to try and get him a speed boost from a pallet, and now with the dog to have this upper senior chair even slower, not only getting him not only the tight turn got him away from the ciphers, but also the dog just got the upper senior to walk even slower towards the chair.
Quite unfortunate for this seer because he does have. Ooh. No, you're good, you're good.
No, go ahead.
No. I was just like, oh, she teleported away anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But we do have the first officer coming in for the rescue. Does he make it before the chair goes back to the manor is the question.
Oh, great rescue, but it's a farm. Oh, no. Oh, they're saying watch out for Blink. I don't think trade is Blink, but they're not aware yet. They're not aware. That's a secret. That's a secret. I mean, they have a good cipher 57% over here, but this year is injured, he cannot really pressure it. He doesn't have an owl, and is not really that close to getting one either. The way he encountered Upper Singer was just a very fortunate trade earlier. I mean, it was a Palestine, of course, and they're still trying to pressure the cipher, I think, with the coordinator coming here from behind. First, did heal up, I think. Did he heal up with something? No, he just, never mind, he was a full health. He just farmed the postman. I remember it.
Yeah. The only unfortunate part is that all the last 3 ciphers on the map here are literally make a really small triangle here. Between the restaurant, let me use IDV legal terms, restaurant, the aromatic indulgence, and the paper art shop, or the one that I like to call 100% cipher. And they're really close by, which is just easy for this opera singer to like just dash to each of one of them.
Exactly. She has been missing a lot of dashes over here, though, as we're talking. And the seer has been able to heal up with the new persona buff because they only healed him up to a certain point, and he was getting healed up by his own. I really did think the person had stopped with the healing, but that was not the case. And there's just some map pressure going on. They're getting some progress here and there. There's one cipher that's 40%, and there's 70%. And do think they're able to pop this with a tight position. Like everyone has board. Never mind. There's a Courtney with no board, so I'm getting taking the kite over here. So, it's still too early to say anything.
And she does have guns still, so we'll see. Wonder if we'll see any gum gameplay here in just a moment. But she still
Oh my
is
god!
carried that
Imagine.
tide, or not tide, that excitement. So I think they kind of expect that, not tide. I keep calling it tide. They keep expecting that excitement, so that's why she hasn't used it. I'm not 100% sure though.
It was really funny because Upper was definitely like a skinny legend. I saw her, I saw her zooming throughout the palette. I thought she was gonna get hit by Upper Singer. It's like half skinny legend, half Upper Singer's hitbox really being really bad. But Cyrus Prime right now, they have two Cyrus Prime. Oh my god, they have one 98%, one 99%. They have to probably this coordinator though. Oh, she does use excitement over here. She doesn't have trade, and unfortunately, she does not want to use excitement over here. And she does. They go to get the pop, a very safe pop in this coordinator. She has to try and keep herself alive because never mind. She went down on the pallet. This is a mind game over here. I think it caught her off guard as well as me. I was not expecting her to go down over there.
That was such an unfortunate hit here, but the seer is still around the area. He's just above, and I don't know if the opera singer knows about that.
If she does go above, she can just go downstairs. Trying to push him downstairs. I think she's aware of that. She's aware of that. She's not aware of that. She knows if he does duck down, he'll be going down, so yeah, she's just trying to bait him out.
They really want to get that tie because, I mean, otherwise it's really strong. Yeah. Still more points at the lead though.
I do think their hunter will need a 4K for the win, so definitely want to try now. Oh, missing the blink over here! Oh no! There's an O! There's an O! Oh my god, this year farmed up an O!
I think he just farmed it. I did not see it in his on his abilities here.
I did not see this. Oh, there's 45 seconds detention. He doesn't do it well enough kite. He might be able to kite it out. Oh, another a pulse done! Also from Nasir. Amazing reaction from Nasir. Getting a pulse over here, getting so much more distance. She does have shadows over there. Oh! Oh no. Oh, of course she gets two pals over here. No more palisades for you. You're not gonna need this one. She's just scouting out the air to see if she gets more. But unfortunately, the upper sub is in the other gate, and this should be a very good tricky from this upper singer.
Very nice from Hunter. That is insane. I think they were gonna try to offer that tie, but it just didn't really work out in their favor. But nonetheless, it's still a really nice 3K from the Hunter and 1 escape from the survivors, which is still better than nothing.
Exactly. I think with not only me, but also the survivors of course, was Cornelia going down over there. I think she thought she was safe behind the pallet, but obviously we were just so fast zooming throughout it and hitting her awkward. Okay, so we do have, how do I put this, a grainy second half because the win con for Team Dreamer is getting a 4K to close things off. So we do have a second half, and the Hunter from Team Brothers to Arms needs a 4K to pick up to get the set win.
But no, brother, that would just take him to overtime, no?
No, there's no possibility for overtime because of a 3K, unfortunately enough. Yeah. The points cannot be tied anymore. Just how to put this, we had round 1 being a tie to 4K, and we now having 3K to whatever it is. So if it's a 4K, it's gonna be Team Brothers to Rams win. I think. Yes.
I think I did my math wrong.
Yes, because they have round wins. Both
yeah.
Yeah. It's we go for round wins. It's round wins over points. So
I completely forgot about the round ones. I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, obviously that would make sense.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure for this is literally all or nothing. I completely did not. I disconnected there. Sorry, we were reconnect. But yeah, okay. So yeah, now the Hunter just needs to the Hunter for Brothers of Arms, like you said, needs a 4K here to get that 5-point lead, which gets them the not the 5-point lead, but basically the most points in this round to get them the matchup win, essentially. Oh my god.
It's always rounds over points, so we're gonna have the Hunter from Team Brothers Two Arms literally put on the work to get this 4K because the survivors from the Helipads from Team Dreamer, they were so good at just stopping the worst from happening because this Hunter got such an early down in both matches, and the support was on point. They're really good. How to put this? A very good synergized team. They are able to put really good support strategies going on. and I would love to see it again.
I'd like to just watch anything if I'm being completely honest. I really, I just, excuse me. They really, I forgot what I was gonna say. And all in
Okay,
comparison, I'm just like, I just like watching the gameplay. It's everything is so
yes.
like different
Like
compared to
I
like the comp
feel how to
scene.
put this. Can I actually? I feel like Team Brothers to Arms has like a very good solo yeah, they have like very good solo containments, very consistent ones. But how they put this, their support strategies, they're definitely how they put this. Do you see like they're good, but they're not as how they put this as impactful as I've been seeing from Team Dreamer. Like I think Team Dreamer has like a better how they put this great over support to get the wins, like to get the results they need. And Team Brothers Do Arms relies on their slow containment times. They have really good route kiting, like how to put this, really good route kiting. Have really route kiting. Their mechanical skills
Okay,
are on point. They're just on point. And then Team
they
Dreamer
kind of
has
like
like a very good synergy, and their over support is on point. How do I put this? Like they have different strengths, and you can see it's why I think it's so good like to watch overall, because two teams might be doing good and overall like with the survivor teams, but they have different mechanical skills, different strategies going on, and different strengths. I think it's like one of the most beautiful things about it in TV.
it's almost like two sides of the same coin. They're basically
Exactly.
mirrored in a way. So I get what
Exactly.
you're saying here.
Like I'm not sure if like what I'm conveying is properly understood, but like I think like one team having such a good strength and another team having a different such a good strength too, makes it so interesting to watch a set.
Yeah.
Like they don't play the
Oh yeah.
same, they go for different strategies. It's so much it's so interesting and so beautiful to see.
Mhm. Just to for a reminder for our all our fan not all our fans, hello, all our viewers out there. The global bands for the hunter are Queen Bee and the opera singer, and then for the survivors it is art journalist, lucky guy, puppeteer, matador, forward, doctor, archer, and perfumer.
Yep. And we're starting off with the Pixen bands again. And we're having Gravekeeper and Chantress bands. We already know Gravekeeper is such a good rescuer in the meta right now. And since they don't have, I think, the first officer available anymore,
Mhm.
they're either stuck up with having Gravekeeper as a rescuer or someone else. So just having him then can be pretty detrimental for them.
Actually, they still do have the first officer.
They
Actually,
do? They
yeah, they
do?
didn't play him.
Oh, that's surprising. I really thought one of the at least one of the two meta rescuers would have been picked so far. But I guess it went for Scapolitus, right? For the previous half.
Yeah,
Or
it was
something like that.
escape. It was puppeteer and journalist and matador.
Oh, journalist. Okay, it's journalist instead. Well, yeah, I completely erased like the rescuer from my mind. If it's like a not like a very niche one, like journalist, you don't see her in tournaments very
Yeah.
often. So I kind of always like assume okay, they pick first officer. That's like we're reigning gravekeeper over here,
Oh,
but that's not the case. Oh, looking at the bands. Oh, do you see the hunter bands?
they banned Mad
The,
Eyes and Evo Reptilian here. They do not want to
oh
mess
my
with any
god!
of their niche hunters.
Oh my god! These two niche hunters getting banned over here. I imagine this hunter's like really good at specializing them, like he's a good specialist for these two characters, that's why they're so scared. And they're picking Mercenary and Prospector. Prospector, yes, I do agree I'm picking Prospector like in later round because just how to put this? A good fighter, a good support overall, and having him in later rounds can just help you get this one escape that you need. And Mercenary is just a very stable rescuer for single hunters, so they're probably expecting one of those.
Uh, they did ban also the mechanic and now the lantern is. I mean, as we already said before, pretty solid supports all around. I mean, mechanic is just solid decoder, even despite all her nerfs. She has that second body, which still allows her to decode, or body block as however she seems fit to use it. And then obviously lanternist is just the better postman. So,
Yes, the Parcraft Postman. And then we're having Magician Antiquarian getting picked the third and fourth characters. Antiquarian's still available so far into the match, so definitely want to pick her up as your harasser. And you're having a double harasser team comp, just a very strong one. Just going to one escape, I understand, I actually agree too, because if you do support enough, because we saw Team Dreamer bring so good to support so far, having two support characters can be just so good for you to get the one escape.
honestly, I think they banned the evil reptilian because of his gameplay from the last week 2 matchups when
Mm.
Brothers to Arms played against
Ooh.
shoot, I forgot. They played a really mad evil reptilian, and I do remember seeing it.
Oh, you were the commentator for that one, I imagine then. I was not.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have not watched it so far, so I'm already trusting how scary it was, and that's why how they put this very impacted by that. Like they watched the very good performance from this hunter on Lucino and decide, okay, we don't want to face that because if we need a one escape over here, we want a better character for us to get the chance to get the one escape. Like how do you put this? Lucino specialists can be pretty scary. They can be really scary. Oh, oh, smiley
There's
face.
the face. There's the smiley
Okay.
face.
The
Oh,
Chinatown specialist. We're gonna see the Chinatown specialist character. Smiley face, just never to be forgotten in Chinatown. Really strong here. There's how about this again? There's very spaced out kiting areas, and that's why he's so good. It's a very mind game heavy too. And guess what? You have to play mind games all the time against this character, and you cannot really transition for free.
and honestly, with all his like recent, like, well, I actually don't know much of his. I don't know much of his adjustment, but overall, I mean, I've not
Yes.
seen a good smiley match where it isn't at least a little bit of slugging around. Oh my god, words are
It's
hard.
yeah, it's for like Persona build buffs for like slugging gameplay. Yeah, they exist right now because Street Sweeper has been buffed greatly, and if you put some survivor on the ground, you're not gonna get healed anytime soon if you're like nearby. And there's like someone trying to heal them up with the plus the drill. Like the drill is like just known for being so hard to heal from and just to stand up from. So yeah, I do think so. Like he has been benefit from Persona buffs. Like looking at the builds right now, do you want to talk about them?
Oh yeah, sure. Just to go over the builds real quick, both the Antiquarian and the Prospector have respectable, probably harasser builds with the Flywheel and Borrowed Time. We will see the Magician with Knee Jerk and Borrowed Time, and last but not least, we will see the Mercenary with Borrowed Time and Tide. They really do not want to allow for this this what was it? How much does the hunter need to get? A 4K? They do not want to get that 4K for the hunter.
Exactly. Although they're keeping Mercenary in middle, which is pretty surprising, like knowing how weak he is into Smelly Face. I'm very surprised by this choice, but that means the hunter can just go after him.
I wonder if they have a rotation plan in mind for this
Yes.
mercenary. I mean, overall, I mean, it would be a lot, really, I guess, like you're saying, it's really risky. I mean, no decoder is pretty safe in middle, especially with since how open it is.
Yeah, so rescuers such as Mercenary can be pretty rough. And also they like you were talking about them also having first officer. First officer is even worse because first officer gets hard countered. Mercy can still L pad to a better area, but like first officer cannot do anything at all. So I think for even like looking at the picks they had for rescuers, Mercy was definitely the better one.
I will have to say, agree with you with that. Again, I think they just have a lot of anticipation for what the hunter would play, especially
Hmm,
with what they blocked. Nonetheless, we
exactly.
are entering the last round. This is the last round, second half. Dreamer survivors versus the Brothers to Arms Hunter. And again, as you pretty much predicted, they're gonna go after this mercenary who was in middle, and he will be transitioning in and out of the Blind's Pagoda. But maybe he's just gonna bait out the
He's in a
vault
very strong
here.
window right now. It's a very strong window. Really hard to mind game over here. Playing some mind games. And unfortunately he loses the mind game over here and gets hit by the first drill.
That is quite unfortunate for that the mercenary. Also, one thing to note: the hunter does have insolence and trump card, so we will not be seeing detention from him. Pretty average, I want to say, for a smiley.
Mhm. I saw the prospect dropping some pellets before decoding. That's why his cyphers are very low right now. And to play some mind games over here again, those windows is again it's a very mind game heavy map. You just have to play mind games with the face. Unfortunately, he gets hit with the L pad. Oh, he's trying to open the chest. He does have a trait. He does have a trait. Oh my god, he does have a trait. He opened
He
the
has
chest
a
so fast.
perfume.
Oh my god, the new Persona buffs are just so crazy because during the delay damage time, Mercy is just able to open a chest and get the perfume, which is really good for Mercenary too because perfumes do work with delay damage. And since we don't have tight turners, having a 91 Mercenary so strong for him to use, it's so beneficial.
Agreed. We will see that first cipher pod being done by the magician. We have this antiquarian coming in for the rescue. Honestly, thanks to the mercenaries, delay on chair here, and honestly, I think it's gonna help her a little bit. Try to get this rescue off, which it does happen. He does perfume and nice utilization. He was prepared for that.
Will the blink come out? I think maybe not used. Oh yeah, it might not be used over here because he does get hit through the pallet and unfortunately goes down. Is there an Antiquarian nearby to try and harass? I don't think she is here, and I don't think there's any worth on having her here. Yes, just running away, getting on a Cypher. And the Cyphers are doing well. They have 2 Cyphers pop, one at 50%, another one at 29%. That's a pretty good position for the survivors so far.
Seems like this magician might try to go out through and behind the back door rescue. I mean, he's going on the around the corner, the long way through the grocery store here at the legal terms. And he's the hunter's pretty much harassing this Norton from the cipher. Unfortunately, though, they do already get that rescue off. Nice utilization of the wand from that magician. That really good body block with that.
Oh, unfortunately, this ran away from this mercenary. He doesn't want to walk any further. I mean, they don't really need to because they only need one escape. So even if this mercenary gets sent back to the winner, it doesn't really mean anything yet for the results of the match.
I mean, they do have 2 ciphers popped. They already have 2 pretty much almost done. One is about to be primed. Another one is about 80%. They just need one more cipher.
Exactly, and since the hunter does not have the tension, he kind of has to hurry up with his downs. They have war time. Only danger here, there's a Antiquarian who's pretty, I think she's in the hotel area, pretty safe so far. And wait, there's a magnet. Cancels the pallet break, unfortunately enough, to the bucket, but it doesn't really matter because it has so much distance from his smiley face, and he might just want to choose a magician who has a 1 left. He does have 1 left, and oh, they messed up blink. Oh, he messed up. Oh no, I don't think he wants to blink over there.
No, but he did switch to abnormal, which if he didn't use the blink, he probably that definitely was a misclick. He probably was going to use that abnormal to try to get that cipher down. That cipher is almost primed.
He's trying to bait this Antiquarian, and unfortunately does not get baited and gets the hit through in the smiley face, canceling the dash. So he has some flute left. Oh, baits the fire with the flute they still used. Amazing flute usage. He might be going down. Never mind. The chart attack is not enough. He does not have impulsive, I think so. Yeah, he doesn't have impulsive. He doesn't have impulsive. I was like already wondering it. He does not have impulsive, so let's see. Another great cancel on this dash. Oh my god, this Antiquarian is on point.
This is a lot of pressure on the hunter now because now, I mean, he only has 1 survivor dead. He still needs 3 others to get the matchup win. Luckily for him, he does get the Antiquarian down here with this window. Cypher, though, is at 60%, and they will be sending one of them to go over to the rescue. Potentially the Norton, since he's closer.
Yeah, he has to slug this Antiquarian. He knows he's in a really rough position. He has to try and stop the Cypher from popping. He does not have the tension, so he kind of has to do that. Trying to bet on some nowhere times, I believe. And this Norton does a great cancel on the dash with the magnet. I mean, Norton is not really how they put this. Not the cure to need a reaction time, just need a good position to get his magnets off in the smiley face. So has been able to get in a good position so far.
Just a matter if he... Oh, quite unfortunate. He didn't flywheel. He still has flywheel to use. Yeah. He's just trying to stall enough time for this Antiquarian to heal up. I mean, she did get hit with the drill, so her healing is already really slow. Cypher is primed.
Wait. I think he didn't want to use a file because the Cypher was almost primed. Unfortunately, there's a crash from the smiley face. The Brummel is onto play right now. I think he maybe wanted to trade swap to abnormal, not to abnormal, but to TP instead early into the game. But unfortunately, the blink was just how they put this. The trade swap to blink was just very sad. A very sad sight. Just you definitely didn't want to misclick over there. Oh, great wand!
Do they know where dungeon location is? That's the real question because because they do have the other gate open. The prospector opened the gate at the antique shop, as they like to call it, or the lantern gate. Dungeon is at the Lion's Pagoda, or in that little restaurant area, and more commonly used. Does he make it though? He doesn't have any more items.
I don't think he does. I mean, it's a very rough position, but this is a win call for Team Dreamer. They got 1 survivor out, they got 2 survivors out, and that means that Team Dreamers win. There is nothing really Team Brothers Farms could do in this situation because of how they put the smiley face with no detention, 3 survivors up, and no TP. Is in the Cypher pop position, there's nothing really you can do.
Nothing much you could have done here, but nonetheless, it was still a great push from the Hunter. Honestly, or a great
Yes,
comeback from the Dreamer Hunter, or not the Dreamer, the Brothers to Arms Hunter. And honestly, congratulations to the Dreamer team completely, because I mean they won the matchup as you mentioned.
exactly. As how do I put this? The performance from the smiley face was really, really good. I think getting it on the mercenaries, all those mind games played and winning all those mind games against the mercenary were just a great show of resilience from this smiley face. And so far the match was how do I put this? Like the servers were able to get enough support against each for each other for them to able to get the ciphers done as well.
Indeed. It does seem like the host wanted an interview with the winner of this matchup since we are pretty much close to, or what are we, semifinals or close to semifinals?
I
Um,
believe
we'll
so.
have to confirm if that's even possible right now. Um,
Yeah, we'd have to ask the team, like Team Dreamers captain, if the who they want to send in. I believe they have some Chinese speakers over there, so whoever is better at the how do you put this better at having an interview, like more confident having an interview, might want to stand up and coming here the stream.
I guess we're gonna wait and see. We'll see if we get any response here. But nonetheless, not congratulations again to Team Dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, wow, wow, this matchup ended up being super close for like the last half. I'm so I'm so lost of words. Like
Yes,
honestly, props to Brothers to Arms. They really put it in the
they
game
fought so hard. Yes, they
and
put such
caught
a
up.
fight. I would say that opera singer game was so beautiful to watch in the previous round. Like I do say put such a good impression in my like having such a fast down as opera singer, like using her dashes to the best abilities. I do think Danger was like really good with silver support, but opera singer was just on point with all those dashes, hardly ever missing any, and getting the results that kind of they needed to get the round win over there was just so beautiful. And also the situation that the Team Brothers to Arms survivors were at during the second round too against the Qwist and getting a tie over there was very impressive. I thought they would since they were like cipher locked, the Q was able to pick a better result, but they were stopping the Qs from getting it and doing amazing slow containments. The while just being such a good character pick too. I would say the Bennett picks were very on point in that match too. And the Prospector also, as like I was dubbing a little bit, but I didn't have to dub anything. They were able to get a tiny way, so the Prospector specialist that they had in their team was really good at it too. And overall, I would say like Bennett picks were pretty good from both of the teams, and I enjoyed the matchup so far.
Yes, I have to agree with you. I had lots of fun watching this. Thank you for letting me commentate with you for like what the third,
Yes,
fourth,
thank
fifth time
you.
at this point.
Thank you. I always have fun
Yeah.
commenting with
uh,
you.
It's
Thank
always an honor
you.
to be able to commentate with you, Komineko. It
Thank
does seem like we
you.
will have a what's it called? A interview with one of the players here. Han will be joining us in just a moment. Um,
Mm,
do you have any questions that right already you set in mind to like ask the sort of think I don't know.
um,
I don't know
I
which
would
faction of
actually.
this person plays.
I mean, my questions are how to put this very, very standard, but like, hi,
Fair enough. Welcome.
welcome.
How are you?
Good and you?
Good,
Yes.
good.
How do you feel about
Good.
winning this matchup?
I think, first of all, I'm really happy that we can win. Our team can have this win again. And it also really, I think we have facing really nice opponents. So, yeah, good for all of us.
I'm happy to hear that. Do you have any questions, Puto? What do you want to ask right now?
No, I was like, what do you thought
Mm-hmm.
about that third round situation? I mean, you guys were pretty much tied in rounds. Was there like a lot of stress for you guys, or was there like, um, did you guys still have faith that you would win?
I think, of course, my teammates have faith on me, but I think we still have pressure because we respect every opponent, right? So yeah, but I think that's what drives us move harder and farther. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Also in the round two, you saw like a very early down to one of your survivors. I saw the amazing over support from the archer getting those core shots. What's like the overall vibe in a voice call?
The I
I
have
really want to
actually
know. Mm-hmm.
def I have deafened my so I don't know what's going on with
Oh, you don't
survivors.
know, yes.
Yeah.
Like
But
with
I
the servers like
bet
really
they're
high.
having like really
Mhm.
really a lot of conversation going there.
Yes, like with the servers like really hyped over getting those core shots and getting the perfumer still alive like for so long because they were doing amazing for the one escape. I would just say it was like amazing
Hmm.
performance like overall.
They're doing perfect.
Mm-hmm. Also, from the hunter side, getting that 4K like so early into the set, how was everyone feeling?
I think they I think first of all they have faith on me, so they think it's like obviously things to happen. So but they still really like cheer for me and happy for me. So yeah, thanks for them as well.
Mm-hmm. That was amazing, amazing 4K, I would say.
Thank
I mean,
you.
the patience with the cages too. Like, the first cage, I saw like the patience on Lanternus, waiting Lanternus'
Hmm.
ability to run out, just on point. It was so perfect to watch. Like, the first down up until the very last down, stopping this Capolage from getting the dungeon as well. Like,
Hmm.
how could
Thank
you spot
you.
this Capolage so well? Like, how do you put this, do you know like exactly where the services were at? Like, were you just able to locate him very well because of that?
I think it's just a game sense when you play too much of this character, you just know where they are. Yeah.
Exactly. How do I put this? Now heading on to the tournaments, what are you expecting as the results? Like you expect you can win the whole thing. What are your expectations?
I think our expectation definitely get the champion. So yeah.
Yes. And also from the teams that still remain the tournament and also the possibility for facing them, which is the one that you're more excited to face or just more scared too about?
I wouldn't say there's a team we're afraid to face, but I would say, like, let me see which team we're excited to face. Let me check the team name.
Mhm.
Actually, we originally really excited to face the You Complete Me, but unfortunately they didn't make to this far.
Yes.
Let me
You
see
guys know
this.
each other?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So a
So,
friendly rivalry that was waiting to happen. Pardon. Wait.
yeah. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, where's the match schedule? I can't find it.
Yeah, friendly rivalry that
Uh,
can help out.
I'm trying
I
to look
think
at
probably
the.
the risk takers is this who like win the You Complete Me team?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
I
it
think that
is.
will be risk takers. We're really excited to meet them.
Yes, I mean they were so strong. You'll see the strategy they were going for, they were also very interesting like your team, I would say. Not like the over support, like your team is so good with the support again. Your survivors are just
Thank
so good to
you.
support. Like I
Thank you.
would
They
say,
are.
yeah, like they have such good communication overall. Like they
Mhm.
always know where to position themselves, like not to get either how they put this, overrun by the hunter, either just they don't know like what they're doing. They just know what they're doing. It's so good and
Mhm.
so pretty
Yeah,
to
they're my dream teammates.
see.
Aw,
That is so I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that, definitely. Also,
that's unfortunate.
Mhm.
yeah, exactly. Like we saw all those meta picks too. Do you like you master all the meta releases? Do you have like a secret dentist too? I was just asking like about that. Like it seems like you play the meta. Like you just play the meta every single period of releases too.
So yeah, indeed, I play majority of metas, but um,
Oh.
yeah, but for dentist, that would be a secret.
Yeah, okay. Yes, don't reveal that for the other
Keep us
team.
on our
Yes.
toes.
Don't reveal that. I was just like asking like if you have like all the meta
Yeah.
masters like
Other
yeah.
other other teams should watch out my dentist.
Yes. They have to watch out for
Oh,
that. Like, just a warning
I
for
wanna
the
see
routine.
this. I wanna see this.
I want to
Mhm.
see it. I already expect to be very strong because like all your meta hunters have been so strong so far. Opera
Mhm.
singer,
Thank
goatman, like
you.
playing all
Thank you.
those characters like and being so good at it, just very impressive.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, Pluto, do you have any other
Uh,
question you want to ask?
no, you asked everything pretty much pretty well, and I got all the information I was looking for. So, I mean, not looking. I'm not gonna do anything with it, but all my curiosities have been complete. That's the nicer word
Yes.
to say it.
Like
So
my
thank
curious
you.
about the new character like has been released for this tournament specifically because I don't think there's any other community tournaments, not even IVC. Oh yes, are you guys preparing for IVC?
Yes, indeed, yes.
Hey, I hope to see
Good
you
luck with
guys
that.
there. And good luck
Thank you.
with
Thank
how they put
you.
this online qualifications. Like the qualifiers first you have to
Yes,
review.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
good
That's why
luck.
we moved the dates earlier because we're kind
Yes,
of preparing for the IVC matches. Yes.
that's amazing. Good luck to you
Mhm.
guys. I hope to see
Thank
you later
you.
on to September in the offline stage too.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. It's really nice to
Thank-
talk to you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you for
you.
joining us and conversating with
Yes,
us. It's been an honor.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Okay, take care. Bye.
Yes,
Ciao.
bye
Likewise. Bye
bye. That's
bye.
everything.
All right. Well, that was our interview
Yes,
with the hunter from Dreamer. I almost said Dreamland. Nope, that's a different team. Dreamer. We have two teams with the name Dream. Wow.
I
What
think
are
we had three. I think we had
three?
three. Yes, I think we had three. I think we had. I think one of them got eliminated. I'm pretty sure, but like we had three. We had three.
Uh, wait. Dreambound, Dreamer, and Dreamland. Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't even realize I didn't get to participate in that, but nonetheless, that was the hunter for Dreamland. Not Dreamer. Now I said all the names of the other ones. That's the hunter for Dreamer. Honestly, I enjoyed that conversation, even though I was
Yes.
mostly listening.
I was really hyped like having I was really hyped asking some questions because having such a really good hunter to talk with us, like just how they put this, it's such an honor. Like it's such an honor to talk to such a good hunter. And I really just could not contain myself.
It's literally, I love to see you being super excited because you know what you're like talking about and essentially just knowing about what is going on around here. But nonetheless, I mean, that's pretty much it for today.
Yes, I think that's all. Again, congratulations to Team Dreamer, and good luck next time to Team Brothers to Arms. You guys were playing prayerfully as well. Don't give up on the how to put this in competition. I hope to see you guys in a different tournament, maybe in IVC too, if you guys are preparing for it. I do hope to see you guys as well there.
I would love to see, yeah, I would like to see them in
Uh,
IVC as well. It'd be fun to watch.
if you want like a different like I was talking about the IVC issues right now. Apparently, we're not having 64 teams. It's not true. It's a lie. By the way, it's a
Oh,
lie. If you think it's 64,
so is
it is
it,
not 64. It is
so
not.
is it just 32?
I'm not quite sure how many they are, but it's not 64, which is a lot. But a lot. People are pretty mad over that. People are kind of upset over that. So, it was kind of some false promotion. I do not know if it's just a staff issue, like within NetEase, like what they're doing, but yeah, there's not 64 teams. That's
I
something I
wonder.
know for sure.
Oh, dang. I wonder if
Yeah.
it's just more of like a scheduling issue because I mean, signups did
Yes.
just close like a week ago or less than a week ago. And also, that tournament that's supposed to be hosted is in 2 weeks, or not in 2 weeks,
Yes.
in like a less than a month at least.
Yes.
So essentially, they need to try to eliminate as many people, like teams that have signed up, to make sure they make it to the IVC, and also just make
Exactly.
sure people who are able to go need to be able to start booking like yesterday. So I think I
Exactly.
understand, but I think we don't know the whole full story, so I think
Exactly. I
it's
do not
just fair to
know.
not.
I mean, I
Yeah, I
do
think
not
there's
work
some
for
factors to
Maltese.
consider.
I do not know what's happening inside them. So I got informed that it's not actually 64 teams because apparently some teams are not getting either replied. They're like asking about it. The staff's not really replying or anything. So let's hope things get fixed. Maybe we'll get fixed last second. We never know. But apparently right now it's pretty. It was a little bit risky how things are running, and I hope it doesn't bring like a bad reputation for IVC because we just got it, and if it's not the perfect thing we're expecting, yeah, it can be pretty sad. Anyways, that's everything from my monologue, and bye bye. I think that's all. I don't want to like drag it
Oh,
any further.
okay. Well, thanks you guys for joining us today for this matchup. It was Dreamer versus Brothers Two Arms. Congratulations once again to Dreamer for winning this matchup. We will see you in the semifinals. Um, But I'm Sid, and I was here with Kaneko commentating today. We were your host commentators. Shout out to Prune and Mar for streaming today, and Tide for just hosting the tournament in general. And we will see you in a week, I believe, a little over a week.
Yeah, a little bit more. There will be no matches during this weekend because of IVC, like we were talking earlier. So do expect us to come back in 2 weeks. Yeah, I hope you guys don't miss this tournament too much, nor us. We'll be here again in a little bit. Bye bye.
Adieu.